This is how you make homemade New York style crust. Now there's a couple things that you're gonna need that are non-negotiable. First thing, you're making your own homemade pizza, you need bread flour. You can't use regular flour, has to be bread flour. Doesn't have to be King Arthur, but make sure you get bread flour. The next, some dry active yeast. You'll need some granulated sugar. Obviously, you'll need flour. I've got some olive oil here. The other thing that you're gonna need is an ounce scale, okay? That converts to grams, so ounces and grams, because the recipe is gonna be in grams and it's gonna sound very specific, but trust me when I say it's gonna be very important. The water is gonna be measured in grams, 325 grams of water at 95 degrees. Now, this scale comes with a zero feature, so I can put your bowl or your pot right on top of it and it'll zero it out so you can pour the water in to get to that perfect amount of grams. The flour, 500 grams of flour. As far as the rest of the recipe, I'll post it in the video. You're gonna do 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You'll do 2 teaspoons of sugar, granulated sugar, half a teaspoon of yeast, and then we're gonna do salt, but that won't be until after we mix the dough and knead it. Once your water is at 95 degrees, and you might have to put it on the stove just to bring it up to temp, pour in your KitchenAid bowl, and then with your other ingredients, you're gonna add your yeast and your sugar, and then you're gonna whisk it up. Make sure you get all that water in there, okay. So sugar goes in, then your yeast goes in, and that temperature should activate the yeast. Give it a nice mix. All right, now that you've got your sugar and your yeast mixed, grab 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. We'll add that. And then we'll add our flour. Carefully add your flour. And again, it's 500 grams of flour. And now we mix it for 5 minutes on the number 2 setting. With your dough hook, bada bing, bada boom, and we'll set the timer. All right, once your 5 minutes is up, pull your dough out, and you're gonna put it in a lightly greased bowl, and you're gonna cover it and let it sit on the counter for 30 minutes. And then we'll add the salt and then we'll knead it. All right, so after you've let the dough rest, covered in a bowl for 30 minutes, we're gonna take it out on a clean, flat surface. We're gonna add the salt, all right? Now I've got just fine salt here. Pull this dough out. And this is where we're gonna kind of knead it. All right, so I'm gonna sprinkle some salt on top. And I'm gonna work that dough in, out of the way. Knead it, fold it. And you're using the palm of your hand to knead it, all right? You wanna knead it until it's smooth. I'm gonna put some salt in my hand here, okay? Rub that in. And we're kneading. All right, add some more salt. And now when we're cutting the dough, take your ounce scale back out. And the rule of thumb is that if you want a 14-inch pie diameter, then you cut 14 ounces. If you want a 16-inch pie, then you cut 16 ounces. A little bit more salt. And I'm just rubbing this into the dough. As I'm kneading it, I'm folding it. Now that recipe at 500 grams should yield 2 14-inch pizzas. So now I'm gonna get my ounce scale back out. We're gonna cut it. I'm gonna put the piece of cellophane on top of the ounce scale. I'm gonna try to cut right in the center. All right. Nope, it's on grams, so now I have to change the measurement to ounces. I'm at 13.6 on that one. And that's 14.7. So I'm gonna take just a smidgen off. And now you've got your dough. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll it up with your hands like this, make a ball, all right? And then you seal it at the bottom. Now what I like to do is after I've made my, after I pull all the dough together, I like to make another little hole with my thumb, press it in, and seal it. And now you've got the smooth side facing up. You're gonna put this in the lightly greased tray, all right? Down, and then on top. And you're gonna let this rest in the fridge. And you're gonna do the same thing with the other dough. You're gonna roll it up like this into a ball. And by the way, I'm going really fast because I've done about a gazillion of these things. So go slow, take your time, don't get frustrated. All right, roll it up like this, almost like a nice balloon. Now you can see the smooth side right here, all right? I'm gonna turn it upside down. That extra piece, I'm pushing it in and I'm sealing it shut. Now that's our rough side. That's the side that's gonna be sitting down, okay? So I'm gonna tap it back into the thing. A little pan here. Both sides are lightly greased with olive oil. We're gonna cover this, put this in the fridge, let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours. In the next video, I'll show you how to toss this pizza and we're gonna actually make pizza.